My people, Skywalker here again, shining forth the light. There is always another truth to discuss, always another perspective to expose. Do we really have to believe? Do we have to all be believers? I do not think we all just need to believe. And I don't think that the believers are blessed. I think they are being coerced into their belief. The believers, I believe, are the sheep. My people, the use of a car's steering wheel is discovered in its capabilities, right? In that same way, man's purpose is discovered in his faculty. Conscience authorizes beings of high intelligence. We have the conscience and we have intelligence. Wherever these are given in the universe, they are given to authority. We possess the authority to inquire, define, and decide. Man has an obligation to know and to find out what he does not. He has the critical mind, the curious passion, and the determination to find out. Must he close his mind around assumptions and belittle his divine purpose? Inconclusiveness is not a good foundation on which to lay a conclusion. We presume or believe when we really do not know. Our erroneous cultivated norm demands that we find conclusions or take guesses, which, in other words, believe, because that's what they are, right? Beliefs are presumptions, and presumptions mean you do not know, right? We are programmed to see wrong or right, even where the equations do not support one or the other. There is not always wrong or right in everything. The culture dictates that you are for or against it. Yeah, you are either for or against it. That's what it always seems to dictate. And it will tolerate no neutral ground. This is unfortunate because we should make no conclusion or enforce doctrines around a mere presumption. The rejected middle ground is where the most critical process of reason will take place. There, the subject remains in query until proven. And that is the only way you can find the higher truth. Because truth is like a ladder. Each step you make, you can see more and the above. So the man higher up on the step can always see more than what the man below him sees. But for this reason, the man below him has to stick to the truth that he know until a higher light comes. But it means also that he should keep an open mind and always be searching and always question even the truth that he already knows. In true conscience, either we know or we do not. Either we know or we do not. To believe is no essential or prudent option. We wrongfully condition the mind to mediocrity. There can be no superstition without belief. One kind of superstition is a belief in magic when we are confused, sometimes deliberately, by illusion. Another is a belief in a superhuman controlling power because we confuse ourselves by questions of esoteric and suggestions that it is unfathomable. When we take external definers to discern the unfathomable, we take superstitions as we idealize belief. We call this kind of superstition religion. Every superstition is a spell of mediocrity, and this is truth. This is indisputable. By taking this position, our mass mindset fails to conform to the universe and its perpetual motion. In order to breach the universal apparatus of reason, we deny conscience. We need not believe anything. Man will fail to advance as long as his reason does not reflect divine formula. There is not always wrong or right in concrete. Everything is relative. There is always perspective, dimensions, and dynamics. There is always cause and conscience. All aspects of our existence will affect our truth. We must find the ideal. We must find the ideal upon all these divine components and not on grounds of irrationality. The mass mentality of earth has been boxed in. Man's mortal form is his prison. If we unlock the doors of this spell prison, we will open our minds to universal reason. Claim the knowledge of natural laws and embrace your eternal inner self. We cannot always expect that the answer is absolute. Everything is relative. Due north around the globe will take us back to south. Hot may be too cold at times. We must open our minds to the knowledge of infinite thought. Our existence occurs within aspects of its realms. Man's mind reflects its infinite attributes. We must recognize perspective, dimension, and dynamic in defining truth. These make the situation unique to the particular case. What is a plus to one is a minus to another. If one man arrives by boat, another in an aircraft, and yet another by train, all three will have arrived. The means come before the end, not after. We have been a hardened criminal. We have been that at some time in our eons. And at that time, it was like an irredeemable person. We also have seen a hardened criminal change his attitude after the mob beat him half to death. We have seen his crony having the same experience and not changing. No, he didn't change. No, this same crony changes because he just fathered a very gentle and innocent child. The secret of our journey is in solitary. Solitary? The solitary one will make it. There can be no mass prescription. No, no way at all. There can be no mass prescription. Today, we have become a mass mindset of prejudice. Everyone is compelled to take the same medicine and taboo any other. There is no difference between Christianity and Islam, but the average person cannot conceive this truth. This is why I will reveal some fundamentals of sorcery. 1 plus 2 equals 3 is the answer in one dimension. It is not absolute. In another dimension, it is one answer among others. See this truth as reflecting from one side of many in a crystal of light. When you view another side of the crystal, it has another answer to another query stemming from the same equation. There's always more levels of reason in the same equation, but it's still affected by the whole and it still affects the whole. For example, I was received one one I one okay one was received to make two into three. One was received to make two into three. However, this one truth will affect others. From where was one taken or given? You get it? One was received to make two into three. However, this one truth will affect others and other dimensions of the same equation. From where was one taken or given? How many remained there? Can you ask him that gave one to subscribe to the same truth as he that received it? All these concepts reflect from one equation as various perspectives in one crystal of light. An open mind understand that there is an answer, but one answer will not always justify all and sundry. Every experience is different. You receiving one is different from you giving one. Divine law is not for one man to dictate to another. All essential laws are inherent to every individual. Do not kill, do to others as you would have done to you, and love your neighbor. Our kind is on a quest for truth, but we must prepare our minds to advance. Our journey must therefore be an evolution. Welcome to our peculiar realm. Welcome to our peculiar realm. Skywalker here, sharing these little thoughts with you. And if you followed me to this degree, then there was something that made you come here. So I suggest you subscribe, like, and share. Peace out.